Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'm Chancellor, also known as Ross. In the last episode, we cleared out the Redcliffe Castle of all the baddies inside of it. Found out that Connor was the, in fact, problem. I mean, Jawin was the problem, but like Connor in retaliation to Jawin's poisoning, um, caused the problems at Redcliffe. Jawin, character that we don't know, but if you play as a mage in this game, he's actually your best friend in the mage origin. He comes back here, and you find out that he basically, after the mage origin, made his way to here to kind of hide, because he's actually a blood mage, and blood mages are illegal mages, specifically who practice in blood magic. There's also a section here that I skipped because I didn't think I can do it, but since the Sir Perth and his knights are here, I believe I could do it because I've been playing this game on my own as a mage. So I basically just did refresh my memory on like what can and can't happen. So you know, playing this mage has definitely given me a lot to think about, like tactically and whatnot, on how to handle specific encounters. So yeah, definitely just paying attention to when you can have more allies than not.
Off I go.
Oh, there goes Liliana leveling up. You know, just a little bit better on the old switcheroo-y and getting all the stuff. I'm getting a little bit of fuzz feedback though in terms of audio. Or stereo hound. Disable dialogue. It's getting fuzz in my ears. I don't know if it's coming up on recording or not. Maybe, maybe not. I'm gonna put up, I don't know, master volume to put up. Let's put it up a bit. Not too much. Okay, keep it like that. And I'm gonna lower my headset's volume. Maybe even Alright, there we go. So yeah, gonna do the same tactic again, except obviously I'm gonna level Liliana. Give her melee archer, because she needs it when she gets into close combat. I'm gonna do the same tactic again, because there's an enemy here. Still hear that fuzz. Ah shit, I hit myself in the spell. Hey, that's the first time I've shattered something. Shattering is a rare occurrence where if you freeze and or petrify an enemy, some spells combo. You're done well, you're a good boy. Occasionally when what's called an enemy is frozen or petrified, which are two conditions that are either from the ice, not the ice though, the frost, the frost spell or the earth spell. There's combo spells. I think also some abilities also can combo off of it too, not even just the spells, but it'll basically instant kill the creature. It's a very low chance, but it's nice when it does proc. I don't know if boss enemies can be shattered. I know like minion enemies can. But yeah. So oh also you might have noticed, maybe you haven't. I have disabled most of the morph files for um, the uh, the overhaul, the Dragon Age named NPC overhaul I have. If you check the description, I have like mods, all the mods I have in the game. I disabled all the morph files for humans and dwarves because I just didn't like the way they looked. Um, Kept all the elven ones because I do like how the elves look like the Dragon Age 2 elves. Um, just makes sense because it's completely jarring to go from Dragon Age 1 to Dragon Age 2 with those elves. I tried to get the Isabella change mod, but no dice. I know it's kind of gonna be like, whoa, that's Isabella when it comes to her, but you know, I didn't want to download 30 different mods just to change one character. At least for the named NPC overhaul, the L's actually look nice. Oh, and also because of that, I did get oh, also, something I noticed, you could actually extend the toolbar. Did not know that. I'm gonna actually start moving my stuff over there. Give me more space for all my stuff. Yeah, everyone's got good health.
Let's make this quick.
Boom.
It's finished. It's done.
Yeah, okay, so it is an audio thing. I think it's sound effect audio, so I'm gonna lower that. Just because it seems like it's sound effect. It doesn't seem... It might be music too, but I'm pretty sure it's sound effect. Making that like fuzz noise. I might have to... It might not even be for you guys. It might be me. I might have to update my headset's audio devices. For now, I'm just gonna lower it out because it's, it's painful to hear it with these fuzz. Pretty sure it's sound effect actually because I still hear a little bit of it. All right, gonna disable this trap.
I'll do it.
Boom, free movement. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I've been playing off screen as a mage just to
Right.
I mean, like when I first played this game on my PC, I played as a mage, but I deleted all those files because I ran out of storage on my downloads, so I was basically trying to make up any spaces I could to get some space. So I got rid of it, and now that I've found more space, I was like, okay, I don't have that save anymore. I should have put it in my external hard drive, but I didn't have it on there, so it's whatever.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, the one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her.
The veal.
And she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I liked her version of it. Maybe I should come back later.
I'm sorry, dear. It's nearly mealtime, but I have a few minutes I can spare. What can I do for you?
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
I don't remember having any passages about bacon.
Andraste, deliver us. If her grace were to hear this.
I wouldn't mess up the words if you wouldn't keep interrupting me. Grand Cleric Elomena understands the importance of concentration, you know.
Her Grace, may the Maker bless her heart, lost her hearing 20 years ago. If she doesn't catch your blasphemous mistakes, it's because she didn't hear them.
Can you tell me more about? Can you tell me about the chant?
Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
What was the verse that you were just reciting now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
You sang it well, I take it.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
What happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died?
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
I like how you said we don't like to talk about it. She just told us the whole thing. What does the chant say about Darkspawn?
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the Mage Lord
I really hope you
assaulted
aren't
the
hearing
Golden
that, 'cause
City,
it's just
heart of all
it's like
creation,
fuzz. I don't know what's
to
the
take the
problem.
Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Never mind.
It is almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Okay, so hilarious. Reason why I came here to Denerim, I just realized I didn't tell you, because there's like 4, I believe, might be 3, 4 or 3 side quest hubs you get just here in Denerim, but relate to the entire game. Like, there's like 4 here that like relate to stuff in here, and you can only get them if you come into Denerim. So I figured I'd come to Denerim first, grab those, then we'll go to the Circle's Tower and deal with the Circle
And
stuff.
after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she
Not sure if
brought.
we're strong enough to go to the Circle's Tower, though.
Serve man and never.
Back alley justice. I know this game kind of scales to you, because I did a different play style, and I realized that, or not play style, but a different play location. I went to different locations, and the gear they had was different based on my level.
Tumultuous, and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
No. Who are you?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
What's a curator do?
The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also
sacred
search for
texts.
more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
What's hard about that?
A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In
Finger
this
bone.
city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
How difficult is it to verify a relic?
When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine.
Ow.
We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Balancing faith and reason is difficult, though.
And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
How many real relics have you found?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
You think the urns of sacred ashes is real?
Certainly. My research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
Could you tell me more about your job?
You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the Chantry.
Ow. I've got to go. Farewell.
Of course, enjoy your visit to the Chantry.
I was getting to that part. All men are...
Oh, there goes our dog. Suppose he's going off to do some shopping. That is
Puppy!
a kid. Maker, where did you get that? Come back where he belongs now. If he comes with us, he's gonna have to fight Darkspawn. I know he's too young, that's my point.
Those who bring ham. And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me?
The Maker does not bread sinners.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Exactly who I was hoping to meet.
Oh.
I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Tell me more.
The collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Makers smile upon you.
Right.
Blood warning. Oh shit, I didn't even read the other quests. I'm sorry. While they tend to the careful and just judicious in their own use of force, Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several of our relatives or families among the collective will soon be targets of the Chantry, and while I trust this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fair warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take a bundle of vials attached to this missive, find 4 homes in that the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim, mark the door in front of each house with the goat's blood of the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can send them. Gifts of silence. This collective is only successful at the pleasure of the Templars. Their continued devotion to our safety requires certain concessions on our part. In the interest of renewing our relationship with these fine and generous agents of the Maker, we ask that a willing man or woman of character grace our friends with the gift of lyrium. Procure 10 lyrium potions, offer them up to Knight Commander Harith in Redcliffe. Have you seen me? The collective is sent in the absence of the great man Reynold. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time. Our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Randall was last seen traveling in directions of the Brazilian forest. Oh, how did he love the outdoors? Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of beloved Mage Randall will be rewarded. Scrolls of Banastar. In times such as these, we must suspect even his neighbor of the darkest dealings, lest they be cast a shadow upon who labor under the light. I, Jubasto, have heard tale of cabal of Maleficarum performing rituals in dark near my sanctum. I certainly wish to see them brought to justice in their dark deeds. I hesitate, however, to excuse them of foul sorcery without their full understanding of the trappings, ritual, and appearance in dark magic requires. The writings of the hated Maleficarum Banastar should be suitable. Should a courier be available to procure me copies of the Scrolls of Banastar, I would appropriately be grateful. Sure. You want to properly report blood magic by getting proper blood magic materials so that you know that you're not accusing the wrong crowd. Let's get the Chanter's board. I believe I missed some. Oh, I didn't even get to read them. Who did character?
My client appreciates your generosity.
I believe that's for the Blackstone regulators, right? Grease the wheels. 5 hooded. Notice of appreciation to 5 hooded couriers in Denerim in return. Yeah. Is it possible to go back to the Chantry board and read what was written on them? Because I didn't leave the area.
As there is but one world,
No.
one life, one
I don't know
death.
which ones were on the
There is
board.
but one God,
And it doesn't let me reread.
they are sinners.
Let's mark goat's blood on the door, which totally is to warn people of blood magic dealings. It totally isn't some kind of shady shady curses or of some sort.